안녕하세요.
Hello everyone.
오늘 1728번째
Today
천심원 특별 정성을
is 1528 Cheonshim Won special visit devotion, and I would like to offer my gratitude to all of you and congratulations.
오늘도 첨가정
Today,
사위대를
centering on True Family for Position Foundation,
식구들이
all the members around the world have gathered to offer prayer and devotion in one heart.
오늘은
Today,
27,700
27,700 places connect with us.
한 마음으로
46,600 brothers and sisters have gathered to offer prayer and devotion in one heart. In Heavenly Korea, Cheonwon Special District, they have brought 186 at the training center, Summer University, Church Cheonshim Church, Iksan Church, Cheonan Changwon. In this order,
기도회에 참여하고 있습니다.
members are attending the
전 세계에서 함께 해주시는
vigil.
모든 분들에게 감사드리고
And I would like to offer my gratitude to everyone who are attending throughout the world. Ansong Church, it is their 430th vigil, offering their devotion. With endless devotion, I hope they will be victorious. Today, in front of the detention center,
185일째를 맞이해서
as we come to 185th day, members are offering devotion.
이날
In this day,
서울 구치소 앞에는
in front of Seoul Detention Center,
이사장님,
훈숙님,
가평, 관악,
오영등포, 관악, 화도, 양천,
부평,
남부천, 부평, 남양주, 성남, 경기, 광주, 안양, 과천, 광진, 안산,
그리고 원로 목회자
and Elder Pastor Association Prayer Team 통일무도 in Ilwando. Members from various different places and different organizations have gathered. 90 of them have gathered. True parents have lived entire their life for this people, for this world, centering on spirit and truth and love. They have sacrificed themselves and at the same time they made the most accomplishments. Although she is facing the greatest trial at the moment, that trial will be resolved by the truth being revealed, and True Mother will be victorious. Hope always break the darkness and show the light. So now it is our time to give support to True Mother, become the light of hope, and change the world. On this 1528 Cheonshim Won special visit devotion, through this devotion, we promise and to take things change the tide, we will resolve to move forward until the end. Why don't we give a big round of applause to all those who are offering devotion at the detention center. Today, our sister Kim Moon-jung, Youngsong Academy trainee, shared her testimony. After completing 12th Youngsong workshop, she also finished third attendance workshop. She joined 8th Youngsong Academy for 6 months. She has graduated 6 months. As she offered devotion, the purpose of coming to Academy was because he heard Hyojun님's voice. Attend to parents and succeed. With that voice, she joined Youngsong Academy and she wanted to learn everything from Youngsong Academy so that she can be successful in the future. As she was working at the Attended Garden Cafe for 6 months, as she report and ask, she was able to find her own goal. What is it that she will use to be successful? She is planning to study in bakery and learn how to run the cafe, and she says she will become the best. That was her resolution. I hope she becomes successful in the future. When you say Daejeon, there's a very famous bread store. It's called 성심당. It means that with all sincerity we're making the bread. That's how they became famous. And I hope that our sister Kim Moon-jung can open her own bread shop in order to become successful. Why don't we give a big round of applause as an encouragement? One thing that she truly changed after 6 months is that she broke down her own thought that she is making choice based on her own thought, but she began to change herself by becoming someone who offered prayer and devotion to choose what she must do, centering Heavenly Parent, true parents. And from now on, she says she will resolve a child who will practice. And she said she wanted to become a child whom heaven can use. With a humble heart, she said that she will always move forward Cheonshim Won devotion by becoming one with Cheonshim Won devotion. It was a time of resolution for her. Noguchi Yuichiro, she's attended workshop training, and truly he has lived a very difficult life. At young age, his family environment, upon hearing his story, we cannot help but to think how important it is the family environment it is at young age. Everyone began as a blessed family, but as they move on, they start to collide. Husband and wife start to collide, which became like a war, that which caused like a traumatic experience for our brother. Amidst such situation, his mother had unchanging faith, and she offered devotion for her children, and through that devotion, her son was able to stand upright. Despite such difficult path, he had a very severe anxiety disorder, which drove him to think that I must either die or believe. So he eventually come to 40-day workshop. And every day he only slept for 3.5 hours. He went all the holy grounds, and he offered almost devotion through the 40-day workshop in Korea. And he eventually joined 14th Youngsung workshop, and he was able to truly deep root his own faith. And he was certain that true parents are the Messiah, and in order to walk the path of will, he have realized everything, how to offer devotion, how to offer prayer. That is testimony he gave us. And for his family, he offered a lot of devotion. Every day he offered 1,000 vows for his mom and his family, from early hours until vigil. If it's not enough, he would offer. He would during the day when everybody sleeps, he would come out to offer devotion. And if he said that if we have love and gratitude, the pain disappears. Despite how, because of the bowing devotion, his knee started to turn bad. So, and afterwards he realized that it's not about number that he's feeling, but it is heart. So if he lives like with this such devotion throughout his life, our brother Noguchi Yuichiro should be able to become someone who will be victorious, who will be successful. And in this year, 2027, I hope he receive blessing and be victorious.
우리 수련생들의 이야기를 들으면은
When we listen to stories of changes, many people receive heaven's message. And true Father 효진님, 형제님, 대모님, many people say about receiving message from the spirit world. Kangso Church Kim Ju-on deaconess, he experienced something amazing, and Ha Jung-woo pastor sent me a message regarding it. Right now, I am 75 years old, and I've been living life of faith for 53 years. When I was 16, my lung was damaged badly, and and I've been living very weakly with my weak body.
저는 22살 때
When I turned 22,
개척한 장제순 권사님을 통한
through 장지순
목사로 전도가 됐습니다.
the
제 상태는
sister, I was able to experience spirit world. And at that moment, I was at a state where I won't be able to live for past 3 days. But at that moment, I realized I had a sense that I must cling on to God to be saved. Although I was Christian, I felt like something was missing. But by listening to stories of our sister Chang, she was able to find actual truth. She wanted to listen to the divine principles, so she attended church every day. At that time, she was so weak that she was almost crawling to go to church. But right after 100 days, miraculously, my health became better. Other women around in the town were saying that, oh, she used to crawl to the church, but she became healthy. Wow, looking at her, God must exist. With my physical health, it was difficult to receive blessing. Even giving a birth to a baby, that is a nonsense for me to think about. However, I received 6,000 blessings. I even gave birth to son and daughter, and I was able to offer them by letting them to receive blessing, and I'm just grateful. Last year, my father ascended. My husband ascended. After he ascended, my health suddenly deteriorated. I caught a pneumonia and I was hospitalized. Even for days I was unconscious and I didn't have power to sit down. I wrote Hyojong offering paper. I also liberated 27 century evil spirits, and right after that I was able to recover. However, I lost 16 kilograms. So my body became too weak that even the evil spirits that was just wandering around started to accuse me and tried to annoy me. But after pastor came and offered prayer, I was able to regain strength, and I was able to sit down. And during the time, my husband in the spirit world came down to my son and said that you should live center on heaven. You should not live center on you. So my son, upon looking at the dream, he resolved to attend 40-day workshop. Actually, a father coming down to a son to give a message through the dream, that's not easy thing to do. There are many people who doesn't have any who didn't come down. There are many families more families like that. But Cho Ye Hwang, our brother, even when he ascended spirit world, he is using a lot of power. Since that moment, True Father came to me often and gave me his words that is very realistic. The reason why I saved you, the person who's about to die, is because you have something to do. Every day you go to church and offer devotion for True Mother. I was already offering vision at home. So I asked your father, Father, I cannot stand up. How can I go to church? Then Father said, you little, he swore, when you joined our church and I saved you, but why can't you do it just like before? You're younger than your mom. Go to Cheongpyeong, receive Ansu, you'll get better. So go to Cheongpyeong first. So my pastor drove me to Cheongpyeong, and I received Ansu. And after receiving Ansu, I was able to start walking. And before, my body was like an ice. It was so cold. But after receiving Ansu, my body recovered, and I could feel my body recovering every day. being obedient to True Father, starting this March, I started to go out to church and offer visual devotion. One day, I felt that I was collapsing. So after the first session, first half, I went back home and not rest, but continued the devotion. But True Father came appear in my dream again. Why didn't you stay until the end? I saved your life. You will not die. Do not worry. Just offer devotion until 3 a.m. So afterwards, during the vigil, when I feel so tired and hard, I just lie down in the chair of the church and I am continuing my devotion. As you can see in the photo, that's the sister. Afterwards, during the vigil, whenever I felt too tired, I would lie down on the church chair and continue my devotion, just like in the photo. Even at home, just as True Father directed me, I offered devotion at 3 a.m. And finally, True Father allowed me to sleep. But if I tried to sleep, he would wake me up. So while I was offering devotion, True Mother's circumstances brought to so deeply within my heart during my devotion. I cried and cried, and my son was so surprised and shocked about what I was doing, and he would just jump out of his bed and come to me. One day, a member in a purple clothing, a member who used to not wear purple clothing, stopped wearing purple, and True Father said, up here looking at the True Father said, purple is mother's color. If you wear purple color shirt, then you are with True Mother. There should be more members wearing purple color clothing to offer prayer and devotion. At least you should fill half of the church. To be honest, it is burdensome for me for True Father to work, and I didn't want True Father to appear to other people too. So I asked, why are you coming to me? Why are you ordering me? This is what True Father said. You were about to die, but I saved you. I gave you blessing. I let you have sons and daughters. Didn't I let you do that? Now, it would be good if you can help mother. And there's something you must do. So even if after receiving this message, I resolved that I will die. I will go to church and offer devotion even if I die. Afterwards, I started contacting my friends who are dormant members. I started sending them message that we must offer devotion for True Mother, otherwise we will die soon. And I am crying out to my friends like this. With this, I would like to conclude my report. Kim Ju-un, our sister, have shared that message to us. So, if you offer prayer and devotion, you will absolutely be taught. And I hope you believe in these words. When you offer Cheonshim Won prayer and devotion, heaven will work. And heaven will absolutely listen to you. I hope you believe in this. And I hope you pile up the towers of devotion. And if you can, when you offer Cheonshim Won prayer and devotion, heaven will work. And heaven will absolutely listen to you. I hope you believe in this. And I hope you pile up the towers of devotion. And if you can, I hope you gather at the church and offer devotion and prayer together with other members. If you set such standard, True Mother will truly be victorious. The one who is living and facing the greatest hardship is True Mother. She attends court room. She meets some people whom it'd be difficult for her to meet, but whenever she meets someone, she meets people who comes to her. She shows her bright energy. She is encouraging us instead. In front of True Mother, we should give more courage to True Mother. We should gather stronger. We should become absolutely one. So today, as I was meeting True Mother, I gave this report. Especially Heavenly Japan, despite difficult time they're facing, from March 31st, we're going to host 6th Cheonshim Resonance Prayer 3-day workshop. And more than 1,000 are coming. And upon hearing this, True Mother was truly happy. During this difficult time, we must bring joy back to heaven. We must think about how can we make the world be surprised about what we do so that they can attend Holy Mother and True Mother, they can attend our parents. With this conviction, with this heart, we should move forward with greater energy without stopping. On March 29th, I guess, they'll be holding first year anniversary or in April. So 500 leaders will be gathering and will be receiving epic history of chosen heart with people of Korean education. So I hope all the members of Heavenly Korea can offer greater devotion so that we can give a great big reports of victory to True Mother. I hope you can do that. Thank you.